People's wrong impression about God has created divergent religions, different religions all over the world. Remember in Genesis chapter 3, what the serpent told the woman was, hath God said, the first time Satan will meet with man. The first time there's an interaction between Satan and man in all of creation. The first time they met, the first thing Satan said to the human being was not good morning, hi, how are you? It was not you look nice. The first thing Satan said to man in the first encounter between Satan and man was, what did God say? What did God say? I want to know what God said. Has God said? Because that is what will make the difference. What has God said? And unfortunately, the person he was talking to didn't know what God said. And my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. She didn't know what God said. She said, God said we shouldn't touch. And God never said you shouldn't touch. He said, God said the day we touch it, we shall surely die. Then Satan said, you shall not surely die. You shall not surely die. So now it's left for you to choose which one to follow. You shall die or you shall not surely die. In other words, one of the strongest weapons of Satan is your ignorance about God. One of the strongest weapons of Satan is your ignorance about God. Because you don't know, not knowing. The same way the disciples were ignorant of the scriptures. They had the scriptures but did not know it. They didn't know the message in the scriptures, not knowing. And ignorance has built religions. Ignorance has built churches. And ignorance has built movements. There are many movements that came out of ignorance. There are many denominations that came out of ignorance. And there are many churches that came out of ignorance. Ignorance of God. And because of that, there are many people that are, victims in bondage. In religious organizations, in bondage with a distorted view of God, full of activity that makes them feel nice but far from God. So right in the Old Testament books, we will see this ignorance in the hearts of men, and we're going to examine a few in this service. And you